Hello everyone, welcome again to Character Sculpting, RPG Character Sculpting. I have worked on Kodo a little bit offline. I've got his right hand done. I think I made a little bit of a judgment error in that I made the arm longer than what Levi did, but I think it still looks good, so I'm going to leave it like it is. Today we're going to be working on the armor on this side, on the right side. And I redid some things too, and I want to point out what I redid. I went back and I decided that I didn't like the texture on the chainmail, and so I went back and I redid it. And I don't know if this can show up on the screen or not, but here, let me take it and we will bring it forward.
There we go. Oh, nice.
And you can see that I redid it. Not exactly chainmail, but what I did is I took a piece of screen and I mashed it onto the clay, and that worked out rather well. So I like that a lot. And the other thing that I did was that I didn't really like how much his stomach was protruding. So yeah, I took that and I trimmed that up a little bit. I know it's not quite like what Levi had drawn, but I think I like it, so I'm going to leave it. This is, after all, this is more fun for me, and if Levi doesn't like it, he can, he can complain at me.
Rain Survives says, "Oh yeah, I like that change."
So yeah, that's what we did, and around the back, I've got his other butt cheek covered, and I'm going to also go right down to the center with a kind of a tail piece here of the armor. And then what'll have to happen is I'll have to fill in underneath the undergarment here, or underneath all of this, so that I can cast him correctly. But that's what's happening. So, Kodo is shaping up rather nicely, I think. What do you think?
I like it. Looks good.
Hey, and the other thing that's really welcome, Air Laser. The other thing that oh, thank you very much. You were the first. You are the first Dragonborn. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Hey, one of the things I can do now is I can read the comments. I've got my little iPad Pro here set up beside me, and it's coming up, and woohoo! Yes, thank you very much. You're number one there, Laser.
Not taking over my job. Woohoo!
What was I talking about? Oh, the changes. The changes, I slimmed up his stomach just a little bit. I brought this under this skirt armor out a little bit. And now we're ready for this hand. The hand I sculpted offline, but I made a bunch of these little claws, and we're going to work on the other one online, so we'll have to make some arrangements there. The very first thing I have to do, though, for that other left hand is to sculpt the maul that he's holding, and I haven't quite decided on exactly what I'm going to use for the core of that maul, for the handle of that maul. But we'll work on that later. What right now we're going to work on is the sculpting of his left or his right arm. And by the way, we are an affiliate, so that's Air Laser has already gifted us with a subscription, and we thank you very much. Being an affiliate means that we can now accept the subscriptions. And I worked on some emotes for it. I'm not quite satisfied yet, so the emotes that are there will be changing. But Jeff had mentioned to me that maybe I should do a combination of emotes, like in a dragon breathing fire, and so one emote would be the dragon head and the other would be the fire. I've tried to do that, but I'm not satisfied with it yet. So you can play around with it. You can see what it looks like, but that's in the works. Okay, what are we going to do here? The very first piece that should be the wraparound for the interior of that gauntlet, which is this part right here.
We can't see it, Stu. There we go.
This part right here. And I'm not sure how this fits in, but we're going to do this gauntlet thing right here. This part, and then we'll come down, and I'm trying to see just exactly how that works, but I don't know how far up that goes. I mean, that obviously you can't make out over from the other side. I don't think it's as protruding as it looks, but we're going to see what we can do. With a piece of clay here, I will see which way should I rotate. Probably this way, so that you can still have that in focus. Don't need this right now. And that piece of paper, where did it go?
What, back there?
Oh, right here. Okay. I think that's too long. About right there. So let's make some changes to this. Let's see, does this wrap around? How much space do we have? That's pretty close. So we'll start with that. And then we already have this part on. The part that comes down over his knuckles. So we can go ahead and cut this other sleeve part. As soon as I find my little metal piece. Oh, there it is. Am I in camera? Okay. How's everybody's Sunday going? I took a walk earlier. It's such a beautiful day here. The sun is out and it's nice and cool, and I had a beautiful time.
Anybody been watching the launch? That was phenomenal.
Oh my goodness, yeah. And the docking was pretty cool too.
Mm-hmm. Air Laser is making coffee and drinking some watermelon juice.
Ah.
I had some watermelon. That stuff is dangerous to have when you're doing a broadcast. Yeah, I was watching the stream and everything was awesome. Just gave me chills. I felt like I was right there. It's like, oh my gosh. Just think we're going to tell our grandkids were watching this too. This is great.
I'm gonna get this fitted and then I'll take it back off and then I'll hammer it out. Now it'll stretch a bit as I take it back off, but that's okay. At least I got it pretty close to the size that I need. All right. Back to the little ball tool, and now I can kind of look and see, talk while I'm doing this. That's pretty difficult when I'm right-handed to not be in the camera's way. I know I could have put it over here, but then that creates other problems because you don't see what gets blocked by the other hand. There's just
problems. There you go. Can you take it up a little bit? The whole piece. There you go. Just do what you gotta do.
Yeah, it's not working right, quite right. The hard part's coming, because the hard part is going to be casting this guy, and then you know, it's going to be time to chop him apart, and that's going to be a challenge. I thought about slicing his arm now and making a socket so that I could assemble later, but I think it's best if I just go ahead and finish, and then I'll be able to see where I can make the most practical cuts. I'm a little concerned about some of the thinner pieces. May have to do a little bit of doctoring there.
J. Brew has joined.
Hey. Yeah, I see what the progress I've made on the owl. Just a second, I can go ahead and show you. Give me just a second. This piece I'm doing on Facebook, live broadcast on Facebook, and he's coming along quite nicely, I think. I got a lot of his feathers done over here. Coming up, I'll do a nice round over on the feathers here for the top of the wing. And still need to do his cap up here. And I'm pretty pleased with his overall appearance. Could have been a little bit more symmetrical, but you know, just the part of it. It is going great, J. Bruce. I did a bit of remodeling on Kodo offline. I was telling folks in here earlier that I wanted to make sure I redid the shirt, the chainmail part of it. And so I have done that. And now I've also added his hand. And now we're just getting to the part where we're going to put this on. And I can get it to cooperate with me here. Yeah, it really stretched. But I think that looks good. Just the under part of that. Now we'll have to trim this up a little bit. Well, I know it's Sunday because my neighbors are doing the lawn.
I had something funny. I'm laying in bed and all of a sudden I hear this rustling at the window. And there's a sparrow and he is picking my screen and using it for nesting material. So now it's just all raggedy because he's plucking away the little pieces of the screen. Oh my gosh. Oh, Air Laser has every 3 days some clockwork mowers.
This part here probably should dip down because there's, if you look at this underpart of the armor, it leaves an elbow free or relatively free. I'm not sure about what this is, but so I think I'm gonna cut just a little bit off of this so that it curves down like that. As long as I keep in mind that, as long as I have my scales under it, we should be fine. Hopefully we do. Well, for the most part, yeah. I could have been a little bit better on that, but I think I can add another scale down there because it's I got a little bit beyond the scale there. Too big. Well, I botched that up a little bit. Again, this is not tutorial. This is what happened. This is that kind of a live video feed. You know, like what happened when I was sculpting Kodo.
Can you zoom in a little bit more? We're gonna be working in that area.
As soon as I get some of these dots, and I'll give you a nice close view. Hammer out his gauntlet here. All right, let's see if we can get a closer view. Is that gonna
There we
work?
go. Ooh, that looks good.
Well, kind of looks good.
What don't you like about it?
I kind of botched up the cut here. I guess it's all right. All right. Okay, so now...
G21 looks awesome.
Thank you very much. So now I'm gonna want to... Let's see, what's the next piece? Let's see if I can get this... Oh, right there. Okay. The next piece, I think, is this part right here. Well, no, it has to be this part, because see, that's underneath all these others. So I'm going to try for this piece here. Well, I don't think I should add on another piece over here. I might do a trim there so that it looks like it. I think that's what I'll do. Maybe this piece right here, this trim around his arm.
Air Laser says, looks so rad.
Thank you very much. So I have this really, really thin piece that I'm going to try to do on here. Get this down. And let's see if I can get this cut right.
You're off screen.
Well, I zoomed in, so that's the...
Yeah, when you zoom in, just take a piece farther up.
So I'm just cutting very slim little strips is what I'm doing. Yeah, I thought the window was open. The mower is so loud. Okay, what am I doing here? That should come to like a point. Let's see if I can cut this right. Okay. And then we'll add this guy back on. Let's see if I can bring that guy back up here. And since it's not going to be all that critical on the back side, I'm just going to cut it right there. And I think that's going to more or less provide the illusion that there is more glove there. I hope, anyway. Alright, so now the next piece that goes on is the piece that's right here. And we are going to cut that from a little thicker piece, I think. And basically that's just a diamond shape. So maybe if I wing it, I can do that. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. not sure about this. Let's just see how big a piece that is. Okay. Bring it back around here. And we're going to have to put something under it. I think I got pretty close. Won't that look pretty close? Let's put it right there. And maybe we don't have to put anything under it except for down below where it gets further down. Alright, let's hammer that out. Where's my little tool? Yeah, there we go. I know I'm off camera right now, but it won't take long. That's the price of having the close-up. I am still thinking that I got another camera that I haven't hooked up yet. And so maybe Tuesday night, when we next air at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 Central, we will, is that right? 8, or is Central Time an hour ahead of us? Or hour behind us? Hour behind us. It's in Chicago. It's an hour behind, right?
Right.
Okay. So anyway, I'll stick to just Eastern Time right here.
An hour behind.
We will be airing Tuesday night again, and now I've totally forgotten why I said that. Let's see.
Because you're gonna adjust and get another camera, or get better view.
Oh yeah, another camera.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I believe I'm gonna split this guy so I can get that look. Hopefully.
And she says Eastern Time, best time.
Yeah. Okay, there's that one. Let's see if I can get this other one squared away. Yeah, this is much easier to do when it's laying down flat. Okay. All right. 2 pieces coming up. All right. I splint the little diamond down the middle so we could get that nice sharp look that Levi has put in there for this Kodo character. His armor. I believe I'm going to get it. Oh, I need to put a little bit of stuff down below. Just enough to support it. Maybe I could put it inside there and then put it on. Let's try that. Make it a little bit flatter. Don't want it to stick up too much.
Yeah, pulling that out of the mold up, be a doozy.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how this is going to be done. one thing's for sure, we get one try at this to mold it, and because there's no way that this is going to survive another attempt at molding. Pulling it out of the mold the first time will destroy the original. I think we could be a little bit more pushed in. I'm gonna have to modify it a little bit. But I believe that's what I see in the drawing. I have to redo some of my hammer marks here. And we don't need, we keep this, but we don't need all this done here.
What are you talking about down here?
This part right here, because it's going to be covered up by the lower part of the gauntlets. It's a nice shape, that's all. And then back of the thing, I'm gonna have to do some more fill in with some softer clay. This clay is getting cold already.
I'm gonna microwave it.
For about 2 minutes, I think. Not everybody's microwave is the same, so be cautious when you're heating this clay. If you decide to sculpt something of your own. Okay, I think that's better. Alright, let's finish pounding this out a little bit. Because that goes down, it's only to when it gets to about right there that it's covered underneath the other little sleeves, little gauntlet pieces. Taking a moment just to read the comments. I'm trying to keep up with you. Okay, I think that's about right. I think. Okay, now I'm not sure. Now these next pieces look like they wrap all the way around the wrist. So we will try to do that. So these pieces need to be really, really thin. I'm not sure how to do this quite right, but we'll see. I think I need to thin that a little bit more. I may try to put this on and then pound it out on the wrist itself. This is going to be really thin. This seems like it's going to be way too thick. Need to make it thinner.
It's amazing when you're watching it, how you're doing it, how much time it takes just to get little bits and pieces of it done.
Yeah. It's also why so many have turned to digital sculpting. Not that even that takes a long time, but there's the ability to do, I mean, you're not doing so much like this, you're actually just working with vectors, more or less.
It looks good. Little one shooting confetti.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, that's like, I think that, isn't that
100?
100 bits is a bit. I mean, donation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm catching on. If Jeff wasn't up so late last night, he would have been on today.
He's explaining it to you.
Oh, yeah?
100 bits equals $1. 1 bit equals...
Oh, 1 penny. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Air Laser.
Ta-da!
Thank you very much. Most kind of you. I hope I'm living up to my end of the bargain and providing some modest amount of entertainment here. All right, that's.
You got another one.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. That was, is it Animal G?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
Hair Laser was making a comment that they had an amazing D&D session. It was super intense. Haha.
Yeah, last night. Yeah. By the way, if you guys haven't done so, I mean, if there's somebody joining us that's unfamiliar with what I'm doing here, I'm sculpting Kodo from TT2KB's D&D 5e game. And TT2KB is a channel here on Twitch. They have an upcoming... I'm really looking forward to this. Tomorrow night will be Wisdom Check with Alex Gygax as a guest. And Jeff, my son, he will be one of the co-host, co-interviewer. And Dustin Ogle. Oh, I'm not supposed to do that. Yeah. He will be the other host. So I'm really looking forward to that. Well, why? I mean, it doesn't really matter because I mean, guests come on and they have their names. These guys used to call me Pandad. Are they still too? Pandad. All right, that one's on. Let's see if we can get this other one on here.
Hair Laser. It is canon. Is Discord now? You are Handad.
Oh, it's just canon. Okay.
Animal. Yep.
I thought about doing like, naming my studio Pandad Studios. Studio. Just for kicks, you know. I think I need to slim that up a little bit. Let's see.
Hair Laser 100.
Oh, wow.
Hitting it. I want spot 1. No, I'm gonna get spot 1.
Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Well, you know, it's...
She's got number 1.
Yeah, she does.
I'm on to you, to your shenanigans. Uh-oh. Animal G, another 100. Mine. Hair Laser.
Oh, thank you.
Anybody else want to join in on that? Come on. It's getting hot and hairy now.
How's that arm looking?
It's a bit soft.
I still didn't get it thin enough. That's difficult.
Hmm?
Is that gonna be right? I don't know. Well, that made his wrist look really thick, but I think I can pound it down here a little bit.
Okay, Air Laser said, I'll take another different number one spot. She just did a subscribe.
Oh, oh, wow. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you.
Anybody else want to up her on that one?
I think I like being an affiliate.
It's a lot of fun watching these battles.
The next goal, I think, is we'll do a 100 goal of followers, and I have not decided what the big surprise will be.
Uh-oh, Air Laser did it again.
Well, thank you. I want to make 100 followers be really, really special. So we'll see about what we can do.
And I'm old. He did 100 and then 1-1. He was going, damn it, no. Oh, Air Laser, what you do? 1, 2.
No.
3, 4. What's that mean?
I'm not sure what. Air Laser was talking about buying your stuff and using it as a giveaway for when the channel hits follower goals. Yeah.
Okay, what got going there? Are those bits?
I think it's just cheers, right?
Triangles going up there?
Oh, that's bits. Yeah, that's bits. And that's the flags are bits too. Yes, I'm catching on. Right? Am I wrong, or is that right?
Animal Laser said, Air Laser said, that is true. I just made the announcement yesterday. At 200 followers, I'm going to give away one of your sculptures to a subscriber. They can choose from one of 3 options.
Well, thank you. That sounds really cool. I mean, I'll have to do a what do they call those things? A raid, whatever.
Huh?
Okay.
You're thinking, but nothing's happening.
Oh, I know, nothing's happening. I'm thinking about too many things at the same time. I best just concentrate.
Mm-hmm. Air Laser's trying to help you. Raids are sending viewers to an other stream
Okay.
after you finish streaming.
What can I say?
Air Laser also said we were going to stream D&D today, but our DM is sick, so it's canceled again.
Oh. I am still trying to talk my friend into doing some Twitch TV and doing a Star Trek game. But so far I've had little luck. He's one of these guys that over prepares.
I know who you're talking about. Air Laser said the three they can choose from are Smudge, Small God Om, and Smirk.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, baby. I think that's gonna work out rather nice. Let me pound that before I put it on. Yeah. Yep. Doesn't that's pretty close to what I'm seeing on his armor. I think that works. Let me smooth that guy out a little bit. There really is a small diamond cut. Let me see if I can get that done too. A little pointy point in the... Yeah, you'll see in a minute. Maybe, if I can get it cut right. Oh, that's really delicate. That is super delicate.
Yeah, so Air Laser's about 5 away from her reaching her 200 followers.
Oh, fantastic. Wow.
She's been trying to get there, but too many cancellations in this twice this month. Due to sickness and stuff.
Yeah, keep talking about your channel, Air Laser. So I could raid when you're up and running. If I'm doing my show and it's right before your show, I could raid, and then you would get everybody that's in my chat. Is that right?
Yes.
I think last week I had a visitor, a miniature war paint miniature or something like this, and we missed because we didn't know what we're doing, and we missed him. But maybe we will raid that channel today. Have Jeff come up and help me towards the end. Okay, what does that gauntlet look like? Does that everybody happy with that gauntlet?
That looks pretty good. Turn it my way.
This way?
Mm-hmm. Cool. Nice. Back.
Not much to see on the back.
No, we just go back. Slowly. Thank you. Animal Jesus looks great.
I'm anxious to get that shoulder built up on there. But I think the next step is to put whatever this gizmo around there. And I don't know. I can't really make out what Levi's...
Air Laser put 3 more.
Oh, thank you. I can't really make out what Levi has done there.
Uh-oh, Animal G, 3 more.
Ah,
Oh yeah, there's a battle going on now.
oh, thank you very much.
She's got 3 little foxes, and she's got 3 little hearts.
This is really different from
Uh-oh, Air Laser put another 4.
thank you. I'm thinking that the time period for this Sunday sculpt probably should start a little later.
Uh-oh, Animal G, 4 more.
Well,
4, 5, 6, 7. And she's got...
oh my goodness, yeah.
Oh, they're tied.
Ah,
7. Animal G, I shall always be 1 ahead. Air Laser, Snarf. I'm winning the gift sub game. Alright, who's gonna win this one? Who's gonna do it? Come on, Reno.
okay, I'm really puzzled as to how I'm going to go about this, because this band around here needs to be pointy, I know.
Air Laser, 3 more bits.
Not sure exactly.
Animal G, 3 more.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to try just going with a rather thick band, and we'll see if I can
Air Laser.
make some sense of this. Not sure. You know, if you get in one of these positions where you just don't really know the direction to head with this elbow piece. Huh.
Oh, Air Laser, 2 more.
And I see now that I'm going to have to... Because this piece... Now, let's take a look at this. This piece here goes underneath this piece. So I'm going to have to do this upper portion here.
We can't see you.
I have to do this upper portion here, right? Oh, wait a minute. Is that in focus?
Yeah.
This portion here goes underneath this elbow piece. So I need to put this on next. Let's see if we can get that done.
Ooh, there is a battle going on here. Air Laser put down 3. Animal G put down 3. Air Laser put down 2 more. Animal G put down 2 more. Air Laser put rest in peace, 3 more. Animal G's got 3 more. Ooh, let me see if I can count these out. Uh-oh, Air Laser popped 2 more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh-oh, Animal G, 2 more. Ooh, I can't count fast enough. Okay, Air Laser, 3. Uh-oh, Air Laser, 3 more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. She's got 20. Ooh, who's this? Emerald. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Uh-oh, what's this? Animal G. 75. Whoa. Emily Mills coming in hot. You can have 3rd.
I think I need to thin this out a little bit.
Here, Laser. Dang it, man. Savage. Animako. Just savage.
Yeah, that's a bit thinner.
You can do it, air laser. Come on.
What do I want to do here? It's not wide enough. Let me see if I can get another piece going here.
What? Air laser 76.
All right.
You had to outbid him by one.
All right. Now I need to start cutting over again. What do we got?
Ooh, animals reap another 5.
Well, thank you all. I mean, this is really nice of you guys. I feel, I don't know.
Thankful.
I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm
There's that. Thank you.
It feels strange.
Animal G. Still number 1. We're tied and I'm 7.
All right. Let's see. I need a piece that's going to be how long? Well, why don't we just measure? Yes, that would be
Animal G, first to the finish line. Uh-oh, air laser put another 2.
1 3/4. Wha-
Air laser. I always finish first. Got a little tongue out. Uh-oh, Animal G. Oh, he put 5. Got a little emoji with his mouth looks like a, uh-oh. Air laser. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, Animal G, you hit back with 10. Uh-oh, now, air laser. Ha! 420 bits. Ha ha ha.
So much bid action, Rain Survives says. Yes, I agree. I'm very thankful. Thank you very much.
Stuttering. He's so thankful he can't think.
All right. So this piece should wrap. Is that going to be right? Still kind of thick. Wonder if I should thin it down even more.
Oh, I was wondering when number 3 was going to come up back into it. She put 50.
Aha.
Merca. 50.
I think that, you know, if I get up to like a 1,000 followers, maybe I'm gonna do something really big and offer up a character sculpt of whatever character they happen to
Merca, I
play.
have to buy more bits. I'll be back. I need coffee. Yes, I got a new Keurig cup. It's got the, what was it, Kahlua. Sounds like I need to brew a little bit of Kahlua coffee.
I did see that down there.
Air laser. 8 more.
Oh,
Booyah!
thank you. Is that going to be too thin? Oh, yeah, it's too thin. Too daggone it. Stop. Well, which way? Maybe there?
Air laser. 4 more. Booyah! She's the number 1. 1-1.
Well, now I made it too thin. Just double it back over. And
Air
set it
laser.
through.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5 more. Ooh. Orion Survive says the chats have been on fire on both channels lately. First there were Jeff Facts. Now there's bit battles. Air laser. I love Jeff Facts. Animal G. 10 more. Boop. Air laser. No. There's no more emojis. Emotes.
Okay. Interesting.
Air laser. Jeff Facts are the best because they're 100% flux factual. Emma, I died laughing at Jeff Facts. Animal G, so true. Sorry, Air Laser, I didn't pronounce that right. Folk.
What was it?
The way I was pronouncing F-U-X is folk.
Oh, yeah.
And in Francais, it means fake. Just helping. Thank you. I need all the help I can get.
Okay. Well, I think I finally got it thin the way I want it, but now I'm trying to get it on there. Let's see if we can do that. Can't wait to get this one done. I'm having such a good time with it, but I want to see it finished. This has been the most relaxed sculpt I've done in a long time. I mean, it's just, you know, sometimes you do things and it's like you're thinking about doing it for hire, or you're thinking about doing it for some kind of monetary compensation at the end. And this one was just, I want to sculpt a character again. And when I saw Levi doing this, sketching out these guys, I thought, that would be a fun project. Levi does his show too on TT2KB, artist show, where he does the actual sculpting of these things. Not sculpting, but sketching. Get my terminology right. Sorry I'm taking so long on this. think that has to be right there, and then just fold around. Yeah, like that. Then come through that arm and cut. Let's see what we can do here.
Uh-oh, Air Laser came back with 11. Woo-ha! Animal G, where you at? Air Laser just hit you with 11. Uh-oh, Animal G. Rest in peace. 20. Bam! Ooh. Boy, that came out strong. What comeback you got, Air Laser? Boop.
Okay, so that's gonna come right through here. Is that right? Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. That's gonna work. Yeah, okay, that's gonna work.
believe I can fly. Air Laser, you're jonesing for a fight there, Animal G. Jones away. Come on. See what you got. Give me your best shot.
These little air bubbles are irritating. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if we can get that smoothed down a little bit. Well, this has been really different, this being an affiliate. Thank you very much, people.
Yeah, I'm losing track of what Dave's doing. I'm just watching what's going on over here. Air Laser coffee in my wisdom check mug just tastes better. I think I might need to go get me some.
I'll go get you some.
You want some?
I will take a sip. I don't really want.
One little sippy for you.
If you had real Kahlua, then it'd be a different story. I don't like the way that's those bumps. The stuff that, you know, the scales that I put underneath there made it different texture, but okay. I'll live with it. Let's see if we can get that mashed out a little bit. Better. Better. And semi-better. Okay. Come back over it. Programming class. Everyone in my class was a senior, so they have all left now, and I'm the only person in the class. Oh, that's kind of lonely. But it also means special attention from the teacher. I'm not sure exactly what we're talking about, but I'm talking. Relatable. I was the only female usually in my classes. Yeah, I would imagine, for whatever reason, programming seems to be a thing that guys do. Not that that's the way it should be. It's just that it's the way it turns out sometimes. Glad you took a class. I don't like the way that's all bumpy underneath there, but I think most of it's going to be hidden. Okay, so that piece is on. Let's see if we can get another piece on for around here to... That's going to be too much. Well, we'll just have to see. Now, what is the odds of that? I thought I would cut through and I didn't cut through. Okay. Here we go. That's... What is that? Relatable. That was the only thing. That's hilarious, Air Laser, because there are only 2 boys in my AP Bio class. Yeah. My sister is a vet assistant and said it's female dominated. 3 males of 30 people total. Do you guys like watching some of those reality vet shows? I got hooked on Dr. Pole, and then that Heartland vet. That was pretty fascinating. I like animals, so I like taking care of animals, and I like the way they do it. Well, my best friend is a doctor, and she said her program is 50-50. That's how the massage school was. Though my computer science classes were basically 47 guys and 3 women. Wow. Well. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Kind of lost trying to get this elbow piece figured out. Trying to make it look like it pointy as it is in the drawing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is really frustrating. Come on. I believe I'll put this on and then we'll work on hammering it out. Something like that. I don't know. Yeah. As best I can see, that's what it looks like to me. That's not too bad. Get that seam down. And I know it doesn't look quite, I mean, there's some kind of dimension on that inner piece that I just don't understand. So we're going to do this way and then call it a day. Oh, okay, bye. Yeah, it's really, oh, thank you very much. Thank you for subscribing. America. We'll see you, Animal G. Thank you for all of the bits and subs and all the rest of it. Ha! That's how Jeff says it too. America. I assume that's what we're talking about. It's probably my really thick Indiana accent. Having grown up in southern Indiana. Whoa, thank you. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. America. America. America.
What I missed? Ooh.
Yeah.
America. Ooh. That was 500.
It's $5. Yeah. That's the way that works. Yeah.
There, she got you pronounce it right. America. Ooh, America. It's a stole #1.
Let me just see how this Kahlua coffee tastes.
Yummy in my tummy.
Well, it has a certain, yeah, it sort of tastes like it. I think it would be much more fun if it had some real Kahlua in it.
Well, if we had some, that would be good, but don't have any. Ooh, air laser 50. Ooh! You go. Yeah. Air laser. Animal G can't even defend his spot. Huh. There you go. Fitty. There's Fitty more.
Now, I think I'm probably going to work on this guy during the week sometime, outside of the live broadcast, and then do another time lapse.
Air laser says the armor texture is super cool, Pandad.
Ah, thank you very much. I don't like the way that. Well, that's looking right though. All right, it's probably a bit more on the back side of this elbow, but and if I knew a little bit more about armor, I would probably wise up to how this should work. To me, that's going to be pretty pinchy, but we're gonna go with it like it is. And whoa, we're up to now we have to do some of these upper portions, but to do that I think I need to put some more scales on his back here, fill this in a little bit, and then probably do somewhat of this shirt. It would be
asking what is confusing you about the armor. I haven't been able to figure out what you're questioning.
Well,
it looks great, says Air Laser.
This is like the link between. So you'd wear a U-shaped sleeve here, and another U-shaped sleeve here, and then this in the between would be the hinge, and this thing that's going around his elbow, you don't want to get it so thick that he can't bend. Somehow that mechanism in here should be flexible and bend, but I'm not sure exactly how that would work.
Magic.
Yeah. It's going to be magic armor.
He thinks it is so.
Well, I'm probably fussing over stuff that's,
You think?
Nah, maybe a little bit. Man, he's got a good look to him. As far as it looks more I'm going to put this idea in your head and then you're going to regret. I'm going to regret putting it in your head, but he looks samurai.
Oh, man. A fucking samurai soldier.
Okay, so where to start now? I think let me fill in a little bit here with some scale. I'm not in screen, am I?
I'll take it. You push it back a bit. Wait. bring it towards you. You're out.
I think it needs to come up a little bit.
Yep.
All right, there we go.
I'll upload it more so they can see the face too. Here we go. Poison ivy. Pika. It's looking awesome.
Well, thank you very much.
Hair laser. I just want to touch it. Here, I'll touch it for you. Touch, 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 touch. Ooh, it's so bumpy. Poison ivy Pika. Sorry came in late. Woke up from a nap. Was extremely tired, depression, and anxiety today, but my nap helped. Naps are so nice, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I feel you. I'm right there with you.
a lot going on, and I like the fact that we can kind of come here and have a moment of refuge from all of the horribleness that's going on. Most of that's going to be covered up, so I don't think I need to go any further down the sleeve. I think I just need to go over and get the neck area. Make sure that that's all filled in. And Jeff, Rain Survive says you've been missing a bits off between Air Laser America and Animal G. No, I thought we caught it. Just chilling, eating coconut bits with you. Oh, he's talking to. Okay, I see. All right. Yeah, talking to.
Buzz off.
All right, I just tuned in at the wrong moment.
Marco wants to know what the model's made of.
Oh, yeah. This is monster clay. And if you want to get some monster clay, it's a good way to learn. Good way to experiment. This never cures. It never gets completely solid. It's a good way to experiment, but it's also, you know, it gets solid enough that you can do a silicone cast of it and make pieces, replicate them off, which is what my intention is for this guy. And if you need a place to get it, it's available on Amazon. If you take a look down below somewhere, I think, on my about page or below this video, you will see there's a link to my site. I believe there's a link to my site. I hope there is. DavidLeePancake.com, and once you get there, you can go to links, and I have for tools, for this clay, for other clays, for a variety of different things. All links to Amazon, where you can just instantly find it and be able to purchase it for yourself, do some experimenting. Monster clay, made by monster makers.
Are there different strengths of that?
Yes, there is medium, which is what I'm using. There's a soft version, and there's a very, very firm, hard version.
So you like the medium?
Yeah, I can see where maybe for doing the core of the sculpt you'd want to use hard, but once I don't know, I mean, the thing is that it's nice that you can reuse this clay over and over again, so I don't know if you'd want to mix them or not. I'm sure that the very hard has its purposes. I'm not quite sold on, I mean, if it was any softer than this, I don't think I would care for it. Medium is a good place to begin.
So you were talking of America, you were talking about tools. So a lot of these tools that I got for David are like leather tools, from when you go to camp and you'd have leather tools. This one here is a special one that he really likes. These dental tools that looks like a scraper.
Well, I think specifically there's a link on my website taking you to Amazon for a wax carving set, and amongst that wax carving set is a tool just about like this. The only thing I would do is when you get the wax carving set, the edge of the little spoon tool is duller than this one. This one has been, through use and wear and everything else, it's sharpened up quite a bit. So I would have a tendency to take a file to that wax carver set and thin it down a little bit, and that way you can use it for just, see how well I'm just cutting into that clay.
They want to know, do you have affiliate with Amazon?
Yes, I do. That's why the links are there.
Yeah, go to those links and he's got affiliate to those.
So when you buy some of their stuff, it helps me too.
Your laser wants to know, if it doesn't dry through, what do you do with it after? Like, what if I wanted to make a mug?
Okay, so if you wanted to make a mug, this would not be the clay you'd use. You would need some pottery clay.
Air Laser just gave you the last of her bids, 18.
Ah, thank you very much, Air Laser. This is not a clay that is used in pottery. It's different. This is very waxy. And thus it will melt down quite readily in the microwave to even a liquid state. Now, I'm not sure, I mean, there's lots of clays out there that are pottery clays. So you'd want to get one of those, but you'd want a wheel to turn, you know, to throw the clay, and it's a different ball game. I have friends who do pottery. I have one guy that comes to a lot of the sci-fi shows, sends in his work all the time. He's just, I'm the best I've ever seen, actually.
Air laser just, oh man, my mom won't allow clay wheel in the house. Yeah, I know those things can get away from you. I tried to take a class with that. Woo! Centering that daggone thing, clay flying all over the place, and then it's all wobbly, and it's like, what is that? Uh-oh, here he comes. He's gonna show you one of my pieces. This was learning how to do different textures. You had to roll it out and make something with it. Yeah. Get it off of there.
Okay.
Air laser. I would love a clay making class. Sounds fun. Beautiful. I love it. Same. It would be cute. Makeup brush holder. There.
Well, maybe I'll talk to Perry and see if...
America. 15. Woohoo! Thanks, America. Talk to your friend about what?
I'll see if I can talk him into doing a time lapse of whatever he does and then have him on a show.
Who?
Perry Curfew. I don't think you've ever met him.
Ooh, America stepped up 15. Air laser 2.1k channel points. Woohoo!
Well, thank you.
Sculpt. Do. Quit reading.
Oh.
Focus.
Well, I realize I probably should have done a lot of this scale work offline. And I still will. It's just that I'm in a place where I gotta have it done before I can go on to the next stage.
I'm glad we had a bit war. That was fun.
Yeah, that was. I feel awkward, but I feel...
That's what they're there for.
Yeah, thank you. I feel very grateful.
The 2.1k channel points. What's that mean?
I am not certain.
Air laser, help. What do those points mean? Help me.
They are a
They're
Twitch
I
thing.
can read.
Okay.
You focus on your thing.
All right.
They're a Twitch thing. You collect from watching what the viewer does, and you can choose what they mean as a streamer. So for instance, over at TT2KB, you can use them to ask questions on the wisdom check. Oh. Thank you. I'm learning.
That's cool. Thank you.
When you have enough emotes, you can mess with. So, for instance, at TT2KB, there's a little face, becomes a little face with sunglasses.
Oh, isn't that looks like...
Clint.
Oh, yeah.
I kept looking at it and go, what?
That's Clint.
Oh, she goes, it's Clint. Ta-da! I'm glad I asked a question. I'm sitting there going, what is that? See, if you don't get daredevilish and ask, you'll sit there in ignorance and not know. At her channel, you can use channel points, or as we call them, lasers. You can mess with our D&D campaign. The channel points at TT2KB is called cams.
Boy, the other night I was watching Cam on his bardic knowledge thing, and he started jamming on the guitar, and ooh, I really liked that. It was really fun. Nice and fun to listen to.
Keep all that stuff in your head, and the drums, and then the guitar, and the this and that. Ooh. And to make it sound right.
Yeah,
that's the big thing.
That's the big thing. Cam has done 3 songs for me now, and I got to download them still, but we're going to try to have those up and running on Tuesday night in the background. They'll be part of some of my other YouTube videos too.
Air Lasers, I missed the last of Everstorm last night. I gotta finish watching today. He had his music running the scenes last night during their campaign, and oh my god, it made the scenes, added so much ambiance.
Yeah, no kidding. And Cam, well, he's just a natural. It's really, really something. Bardic Knowledge, where Cam has his show and he just creates songs on the fly while you're watching him. Adds to it. Really, really good.
Yeah, Air Laser says she likes Team Bardic Knowledge and DM2 Art.
Yeah, Levi, who was the creator of the sketches that I'm building on my Sculpt on, does his art live on Twitch, TT2KB. I am not certain about his schedule. I have no idea what his schedule is, but if you get a chance to watch, that's what I encourage you to do.
Air Laser, everyone at TT2KB is very talented, especially Jeff. Thank you, my son Jeff. Proud of that. Proud of him. He's done really well. I tip my hat off to him because it's like to try and run the show, watch your screens, make sure that you're answering people's questions, and do it. I don't. No, I can't do it. I'm lucky if I can just focus on one thing.
That's why I have somebody helping me. It's either Jeff or
Jeff says, it's true. I am pretty awesome. But yes, I am blessed that my whole crew is individually awesome. And he's modest too. 9 minutes.
I'm going to remind you all that I have a Patreon account too. And on that Patreon account, I have introduced a brand new level called the Dragon of the Month Club. And for $30 a month, each month, I am going to ship you to those in the US a little dragon. If you're outside of the US and would still like to do this, the only charge will be for shipping. And if I can get it down, I'll try to work with you to get it down as cheap as we can possibly get it. But that's the Dragon of the Month Club.
Kickstarter.
We are also going to be doing another sculpt. That's what I'll probably end doing with that is I will film it and put it into a YouTube, and it will be the basis of my Kickstarter, which is going to be a chest. A Cthulhu chest with a kraken on the top guarding it. The chest itself will have all kinds of Cthulhu symbols and mystic looking markings, sculpts on the chest, and then the kraken will be chained to the chest. And it ought to be a lot of fun. So that is going to happen as soon as I finish Rumble Steam the Owl, which airs on Facebook Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like to join me there, that would be great. Facebook sculpts was just an experiment to see how it's going, and so far it's going great. So we have that to look forward to this coming week. Tuesday night I'll be returning here for more of Kodo, and I'm going to try to do a little time lapse for you.
What time on Tuesday?
Tuesday is at 7 Eastern, and we will see if we can get that shoulder on there for you. I'm going to do a lot more of this fill-in stuff for the scales offline, and then I'll have a little time lapse for you so that you can see it in fast motion. And what else do I have that's going on?
Just remind them again of Gygax.
Oh yeah, tomorrow night on TT2KB's Wisdom Check with my son and Dustin are going to interview the guest will be Alex Gygax. I believe he's the youngest of the Gygax family. He's going to come on talk about growing up with Gary Gygax, the founder actually of D&D, and what that was like. And I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. So that's tomorrow night on Wisdom Check at 11 Eastern. So that'll be 10 Central. And I think my son's going to come up, and we're going to try to find a place to raid.
What?
I think.
Oh, place to raid.
Yeah, place to raid. So we'll hang on until he gets here.
Carrie Laser, thank you so much for thinking I'm doing a great job. Yay!
Yeah, you are doing well today. Let's see, raid channel. Let's see if we have anybody.
If that War Miniatures, that was the one that came on last week.
Last week. Let's see what we can find.
Dungeon Master Painter is what we're looking for.
Yeah, TT2KB Wisdom Check tomorrow night. Alex Gygax. So tune in.
And what time?
11 Eastern Time.
No, none of the channels I know about are going right now. Anyone got a channel they want us to raid?
Yeah, your suggestions would be welcome.
It's like none of the ones we added to our list are on.
Oh.
So it's just a weird time of day.
Your laser's looking.
I may change the time for this Sunday broadcast to a little later, to like 4 o'clock instead of 3 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, let's see what they're doing. Dungeons and the Dragon. Let's see. Dragons in the dining room.
Dragons in the dining rooms. That sounds cool.
Unless I'm misspelling it, it's not showing up. What's going on here? By the way, hey, how's it going, Grouch Couch?
Hey.
Let's see. Come on, it's bound to show up here.
Dragons in the dining room.
It might just be getting started like they're saying, so. Oh, Twitch. Gonna be like this today.
Well, Twitch, I noticed it, man, they're really sensitive about capitalization and everything else.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Of course, I'm not on my account, so it's hard to find stuff.
Yeah. It's an old man computer.
There we go. Let's see if that does help. I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah, I'll give him a follow on this account. Maybe it'll show it up in our little menu. And read.
Thanks for your suggestion. Much appreciated. And are we out?
No.
No, we're still bumbling through, unfortunately.
Oh.
Because for whatever reason, they're not showing up on our list.
Well, I'll just keep on sculpting. Sculpting, sculpting, sculpting.
Rawhide?
Rawhide.
Ooh, Marka. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. She's a winning now. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Was that for my singing?
Alright, I'm gonna try this again. So when I go to that link, they're obviously doing stuff.
Or was that to get me to shut up from singing anymore? Stop!
I think we all know the answer to that.
Oh, the Grouch Couch. 25 more for singing. 25 more singing. Oh yeah.
More singing.
Well, get to it.
Oh, now the only thing that's in my head is rawhide.
Rawhide.
Get those doggies moving, rawhide.
Dun, dun, da, 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 da. What?
Sorry, I'm trying to get this follow and unfollow thing to actually work.
Follow, unfollow.
Yeah, it's supposed to, in the raid channels, have a list of all the channels you follow that are alive. And I follow the channel on your account, and it's not showing anything there.
Oh.
So I can't find anybody to raid because there's no channel in the list.
Well, it won't be for lack of trying, I guess.
Marika says we believe in your Jeff. He'll do it if he can find it. He'll get it.
Well, see, and now it's telling me that you're following War Duck Miniatures and they're live, but they're
Well,
also
hey.
not in our raid channel options.
Oh, really? I want to do. I mean, that War Duck Miniatures was one who asked.
Yeah, I can't
Last
seem to get
time.
anything to pull up. War Duck. See, like, that'll pull up War Bucks, but not War Duck.
Well, I'll be. What's wrong with my channel?
No. I was trying to host your channel earlier too, and it was giving me errors. So,
Let me move.
yeah, that might be easier. It just doesn't love me today. That's all. They just don't want us to end the stream.
Ah.
All right, let's see what's going on. Do other channels exist? Your own channel exists. That's cute. Like your own channel will find your own channel. That's good.
How exactly does that help?
Just making sure it exists and that it works.
Oh.
There I see their emoji, but their name doesn't appear. So apparently their name is not applicable, but I think I've got it.
Ah.
I think this is going to take us to Dragons in the Dining Room.
Okay, cool. Dragons in the dining room. Ah!
All right, we're loading up. I think I've got it, because that is definitely their logo.
Drum roll, please.
Yeah!
And it's loading us up. And we're raiding. See you over there.
See you there. Enjoy.
And once I am confident that's gone, we're going to go ahead and stop.